Good evening, everybody. My name is Bhavani, and I'm the director of Nature Nudge. We are a local Singapore company, and we work in the area of fresh fermented probiotic drinks and foods. I'd like to spend a little bit of time when we have a little window of time available during this coronavirus time to try and build a series and explain to you about why probiotics are so essential for our body and why we should be consuming good bacteria on a regular basis. Okay, so we will try and put together a series of presentations for you. It should not be more than 5 to 6 minutes long for each session. So we'd love your attention. I hope you're keeping well during this time and doing everything to keep your immunity high. That can be achieved by doing all the right fundamentals to manage your health. When we talk of managing our health, the couple of things which I think many of us are very well aware of, whether we are doing it or not is a different question. We try to eat well. That's the first and most important thing. We try and eat good, healthy food with a decent fiber. The second thing we need to do and we should be doing is exercise. The third is really trying to get good sleep. Fourth is keeping our stress levels as low as possible, and therefore associated with that is the fifth area of meditation, spirituality, and how we manage our our mind space. All these run in parallel, but and we can't say that, oh, I'm exercising, therefore I'm not going to eat well. You can't say I'm doing meditation, so I don't need to exercise. However, there is one parameter that we have not actually tapped into for decades now, is getting in good bacteria into our body on a regular basis. So while we had the 5 parameters we talked of, the 6th parameter needs to be attached into the movement and the different pillars of health management so that we are able to attain good health on a regular basis. The question which very often comes in front of us is that why do we need to take probiotics, whatever form it may be in? The key reason is that, earlier we used to get good bacteria seamlessly from nature because we had a lot of meaningful interaction with nature. But if you look at our lifestyles today, majority of us are living in urban societies. Second of all, there is a lot of C-section births that are taking place as compared to the natural vaginal birth that used to be the norm of the past. And the child, when it used to come out of the normal processes of birth, used to get cultivated with a lot of gut bacteria from the mother's body. But the nature of bacteria that the child gets when they are born out of C-section is entirely different, and it is skin-based bacteria. Now let's go back to the bit about nature. If you look at the last time you walked bare feet, can you remember it? I don't even think I can remember when I walked bare feet in soil. And even if we did, the soil is not always the cleanest. There could be dog poo, there could be cat litter. It's not really clean as we would like it to be. And when was the last time we actually plucked our fruits and vegetables off trees or dug it out of soil and washed the soil off the potato? Now if we go and buy potatoes, they're well cleaned, they don't have soil. Even if we do a wash over it, it's to remove the pesticides and insecticides, and it's not so much interaction with the bacteria and the soil at all. So we are automatically not getting a natural flow of good bacteria that you would think we should. And because of this, we end up having a lot of presence of bad bacteria in our gut rather than a balance of good and bad bacteria. We're just not getting enough of the good bacteria coming on a natural flow. So because that doesn't happen, we have to now start adding it in. And how do you add it in? Is through fresh foods or through probiotic tablets. Anyway, we'll come back to that. The key question is, why do we need a balance of good bacteria and bad bacteria in our bodies? Look at it this way: if there is too much of bad bacteria, our bodies develop a condition called leaky gut. Leaky gut is something that leads to a lot of disorders in the body, whether they are autoimmune dysfunctions or they are other disorders in the body. And in the next video, I will try and explain to you what leaky gut is. And of course, I'm not a doctor. I'm going to try and explain it to you in the most simplistic layman language. You can find a lot of material online which will help you understand these concepts. But it's critical for us to understand that one major dimension of managing our health is putting in good bacteria into our diet on a regular basis so that we can recultivate our gut as well as our skins with good bacteria on a good regular basis. Catch you on the next video.